Hi everyone, welcome to Cineman Scope. This is the honest review of the movie Parasakthi. When we say the title of Parasakthi, we have to mention it as Parasakthi 2026 because there is another movie with the same title was in the 60s where the same title as Parasakthi, acted by the legendary actor Sivaji Ganeshan. That movie also carries a political message, and this Parasakthi 2026 also carries the same kind of genre, but it touches a real incident story. The real story of Parasakthi is actually taken from the anti-Hindi protest, which is the largest and most impactful protest that happened in the 1965 in India, especially in Tamil Nadu. This happens after the independence of India. This protest was actually triggered when Hindi was set to become the sole official language of India on 26th of January 1965, replacing English and also the other regional language of other states. This triggered a massive protest across Tamil Nadu, student-led demonstrations, widespread strikes and unrest, several death reports, and this was strongly opposed by the Dravidian political movements. As a result, the central government assured that English and together with regional state languages would be continued alongside with Hindi as an official language. So this led to an official language act amended in 1967. So the movie Parasakthi actually has a base storyline from this real incident, and there is more fictional being written on the screenplay and the story of Parasakthi. The movie directed by Sudha Kongara, yes, the famous director who have directed Surari Potru and also Irudi Sutru. Yes, Sudha Kongara has story writing skill which grips us and then gets us into the movie, and it has an underlining story of an underdog becomes a success. This story also has those kind of treatment, but since the story of this movie is based on a different platform, the treatment of the story is actually in a different way. Lead actor Sivakarthikeyan plays as Chelian, Atharva Murali plays as Chaladurai, the brother of Chelian, and an interesting female lead by Srilila. Srilila is actually debuting her first Tamil movie from Telugu movie. She has done a very good job in this movie, and a great villainic role played by Ravi Mohan in this movie. As a whole sum, you can see it carries a strong story, a real story which have happened during 1967. However, this is not treated as a documentary film or an art film, but the treatment was given in a very generic end, where the story has been given a mass cinema treatment. And is the treatment worked? Well, we're going to discuss that further. But in general, it's a great movie to watch, and you will actually get in touch with the movie right after 5 minutes of the start in the movie itself. The story and the screenplay is grippy, but if you're skeptical whether to watch this in cinema or not, definitely I will recommend to watch this in cinema because first, the story, second, the acting, third, the villainic role that you don't want to miss, where Ravi Mohan, rarely we see Ravi Mohan acting as a villain, and fourth, the sound and the ambience, and sixth, majorly because of the world of Parasakthi, where it is happening in the 60s, where we do not get the chance to see a lot of movies in this kind of a world or this kind of an environment, which perfectly be done by Sudha Kongara. In a few interviews of Sudha Kongara, she actually mentioned that majorly in these movies, there were no sets. Very few sets were actually being done for the movie, and they have selected most of the shots in a real location. They have tried to find difficult real locations which has the same texture and also the same structure of the 60s. And even they have done shooting in Sri Lanka just because the only steam engine train is actually available in Sri Lanka. So they had to flew to Sri Lanka to shoot some of the train sequence there. Overall, a great movie watching experience will be taken back from you when you're watching this movie. It will create a curiosity for you to find more information regarding to the real story that actually happened during 1967. So it is a great opportunity for us to know what actually happened. So the positives of this movies are great location and great world that pulls us into a 60s environment. And definitely kudos to the art department, the staging, and also the costume department, where they have done a lot of research and they have gone through to a lot of places to get us experience the 60s vibe. Also kudos to G.V. Prakash, who's the music director of this movie, have given us a great spark in each of the high moments of the movies, and also when it gets to an emotional turmoil, the music actually brings more enthusiast for us to get into the story. And also the acting of Sivakarthikeyan, Atharva, and there is a surprise lineup of people acted in this movie, and there are a few cameos from the other movie industries, from Kerala, from Andhra, from Bengali industry as well. So it gives you a great experience of watching Parasakthi. Definitely this movie is a multiple watching movie where once after you have watched it in cinema, definitely you will want to watch it back again for the vibes of the 60s, for the beautiful engagement of the songs, together for getting to understand the story. Definitely you will be watching it back again. So have a great experience watching Parasakthi. Definitely let me know on your comments below how you find Parasakthi works to you and what are the flaws that you find from Parasakthi itself. Okay, till we get into another honest review, signing off, this is MC Vinod Kumar. This video is specially brought to you by V-Size Studio.